everyone, it's Demps151 and welcome back to the VTCC round 11 just after the Christmas break here at the Hockenhiem ring. Now, it's been the Christmas break, New Year's break, so everyone's a bit rusty, not playing on the game as much, or some may have played on it more. But you're in for an eventful race with lots of, well, you could say controversy. And this is the first race. This is a sprint race. So we're going to go through the grid. So on pole position is Colin Colt, and then in second position is Reginald. And unbelievably, we've figured out a way to try and sort the replays out. Is Reginald in second place? So all the cars are in the correct liveries. This is why I'm doing it like this, so you can have a look at the correct liveries. So there is Reginald in second place. In third place is Smokey Adam, teammate to Colin Colt in the Pro 9 car for LDG Racing. Then in fourth place is myself for Hamster Racing B. And then we have Toxic, who finds himself in fifth place. Then we've got Alan Miller, a strong qualifying, finds himself in sixth place. Then we find Traction. I think that is Traction yet. No, this is Crystal Quark, sorry. So Crystal Quark in a good seventh place. Then we've got a slightly disappointing Falcon down in eighth place. Then ninth place is Traction. And then we've got 10th place, another disappointing qualifying for Hamster Racing down the order. And now I'm buggering up the thing, so that's my fault. We've got Adam Delmont, the only ghost car there. I don't know what's happened, but yep, Adam Delmont down at the back of the grid, starting off in 12th place. So I hope you enjoy this race. It is an eventful one. We'll go through things. What I want to hear is your opinions on who's at fault, if no one's at fault, whether it was just a race incident. So what we're going to do is get this race underway. So round 11 is about to begin. There is Smokey, and it's a good start from him and Colin. Toxic moving alongside myself for the moment as we move into the first corner. Reginald and Colin Coulter seem to have got a good start. I'm down the inside of Toxic, side by side through the first corners. Crystal Clark and Alan Miller go side by side as well through the first set of corners. You can see the Hamster Racing guys moving up as well. And look at this little group. We've got the two LDG guys and Reginald battling it out at the front with me and then Toxic just behind. And look at that, use a lot of curve. The car up onto two wheels. As we move through the cars, there is Smokey just following Reginald. And we've just moved down the order. There's Crystal Quark on his own. They're the two Hamster Racing Team A guys. A couple Hamster and Falcon following in behind with Traction just behind them. So we can see the battle off in front with Colin Colt and Smokey trying to get past Reginald. They want a 1-2, so they're going to try and get past, but you can just see behind you got myself and Toxic. We're not far behind on in the first lap, so the pack is still tight. And look at this, you've got Reginald going down the inside into that corner. He's going to have the outside line for the hairpin, and now I'm getting involved on Smokey. It's very tight at the moment, but good clean racing. Toxic following us through as well. Very tight. Having a little look, a little bit of nudging and shoving. I'm going down the inside of Smokey now. So does Toxic. Toxic's having a look as well. So there you go. I'm down the inside. You've got your one ghost car. Ooh, Project Cars. Down the inside of Smokey. Toxic looks like he's going to follow suit as Smokey runs a bit wide. A little bit of contact as he comes back onto the track, but nothing major. Traction just coming up behind, and then you can see the two Hamster Racing team as well. And look at this, it's close to comfort, and there is Reginald and Smokey flying wide. Well, not flying wide, but flying round that corner, and he's right behind Toxic now, having a good look down this long stretch into the hairpin at the end. Remember, it's a shorter circuit, it's still a hairpin at the end. There you go, there's myself, and there you can see Crystal Quark and Smokey take a little bit of a knocking with each other, so they find yourself down the order after a great start. And again, someone else going a bit wide. There's Toxic, there's myself in third place at the moment. You just look in front. We've got Reginald having a look at Colin Colt. And he's going to go and have a look round the long way, which will be the outside, but he's switching back to the inside. Colin seems very happy at the moment where he is. He's looks comfortable. He's capable of defending, he's capable of attacking. We all know that, so he's not taking it lightheartedly. Is Reginald at the moment. So there's first, second, third and fourth as we all cross the line to start lap number 3. It's a 9-lap sprint race. Oh, and a big twitch from Colin. And I think that's Hamster sideways as well. There's Smokey, who's dropped well down the order. And there's the ghost car. And there, down the inside, goes Colin Colt, and a bit of pushing and shoving now. It's getting really tight. We've got... And look at this now. This is battle for first place. So Toxic just behind. You've got myself in the number 5 car, the number 4 car, Colin Colt, and then in front at the moment he's Reginald in the Angry Ant car. I'm going down the inside. Oh, he's run wide. He comes back across a little tap from the inside. I get taken out. It was a bit contact everywhere now. Toxic takes the lead. Now this is Colin Colt, Toxic and Colin Colt side by side. And a bit more contact, and off goes Toxic. So Colin Colt takes the lead after contact with Toxic, and you can see contact in the background. Smokey involved in it, and many others as well. There is Reginald. So Reginald still in second place. You've got, I think that was Hamster running wide, who would move up into third place. Traction now up in third place. Then myself just behind in fourth place now. So I've only lost a position after all that madness. You can see how the grid rearranged itself. Now you've got Crystal Quark and Traction up there, and Reginald running real slow. I think he got a cut track, possibly, as you see, just moving out of the way. So I'm back up into third place. Just using the curbs, bouncing about. So it's just following Traction now. And there's Smokey. So Smokey's back up into fourth. Just looking over the back bumper of Traction. See if there's a way around him. As we head down to the hairpin. In his slipstream, gonna just having a little look, make him try and go defensive. Just sat behind him a moment. I think at this particular time I felt comfortable just sitting behind him and letting everything calm down. So Smokey just behind me, he'll be reeling at a chance to move back into the podium positions as I go round the outside of Traction and back in front up into second place. And Smokey now will be looking to see if he can get past. And he runs a tad wide into the hairpin, into the stadium section. And look at that, I outbrake myself. Traction goes right past. He goes a bit sideways as well. I drop back down into fourth, and Smokey sees his opportunity to get back past onto the podium position. So the LDG boys are back in the positions they were to start with, just with a different car in between them. And Traction has got a battle on his hand now, with Smokey right on his rear bumper, slipstreaming into the first cut. Look at how close he got there. Hitting that curve, you've got to hit that curve really hard. It does rotate the car. I know you can't see it, but it does help rotate the car. And Smokey having a little joust to the inside, just to say, I'm going to come round. And I see an opportunity as these two are battling. I've got past Smokey. And now I'm on what will be the inside for the hairpin as we head down to it now. It's a long stretch. If you get a good run out of that corner, you're looking good for the hairpin. I've got the inside line. Traction going real long way around. I've stayed tight, and Smokey now looking. And look at that. Traction still sat there, making sure I give him enough room. Smokey ducking and diving, desperately trying to get past. He's going to go around the outside. Crystal Quark now getting involved as well. And there's Toxic back in this battle. So all the battling slowing us down. Meanwhile, Colin, he's enjoying this. He's gone down the road. He's loving this. The two Traction and Crystal Quark in the Ploughman's cars are getting into the points, and Smokey, he's being hassled. Toxic now looking down the inside of Crystal Quark. What a race this has been. Bit of contact and controversy at the start. I heard a lot of arguing and stuff and saying it was an unclean race, but when you look at it from here, yeah, there was a couple of bits of contact, but what great racing this has been, showing you that you can have close racing. Everyone knows that touring cars, and especially like stuff like the Renault Clear Club, has contacted it. It always has done, it always will do. And I think Smokey has got a cut track. He's dropped right back and flashed to the headlights. Not sure what for. I don't know if someone made contact with him as he got a cut track or just ran wide. So there is Traction. You've got Crystal Quark just behind, and look at the gap Colin Colt has got over me in second place. There you've got Traction and Crystal Quark just behind Traction again. Just sticking onto the rear bumper. He's making sure I do not feel relaxed at all, and there's a bit of more contact behind, and as we move down the order, there's Reginald, who's dropped down the order as well. Cpl Hamster down the inside of him, and he sorts in just, well, a couple of seconds behind Toxic. So he's double the limitations, they were saying, for this race. I think it's not his best track. And just behind that we've got Ian Miller, Smokey, who's dropped down the order, and Adam Delmont, or is that maybe the new guy, Fellows? Not 100% sure, it could be. Like I said, we've sorted the replays out of, sort of. There's still a couple of mistakes in there, like that one ghost car, but we've kind of got the replays sorted through its own skin, not through Project Cars helping us, or the developers, or anything like that, doing an update to prevent all this rubbish. But enough of that, onto the racing. So Alan Miller just down at the rear of the grid, who skipped through the order again. As you can see, I've got a bit of a gap now on Traction, so it's comfortable running at the moment. There's Crystal Quark and Traction. There's a ghost car. And there is Falcon, who pitted, so he's currently in last place. He did pit, as you can see, damage to the front end, a lot of damage as well, as he just coasts round. I think it's just treat it as a practice session, or picking up any lost points. I think because of a couple of people not turning up, he will be in the points as long as he finishes the race, so he may as well continue around. There's Smokey, who's had an interest. Oh no, that's Colin, sorry. So for some reason I'm trying to skip through the drivers to show everyone, and it's jumping from, oh, it's so annoying sometimes. So there's my gap, which is pretty decent. There's Traction and Crystal Quark, their team having a real good run in this race. There is Toxic, finds himself in 5th place. Cpl Hamster in 6th place at the moment. Then you've got Reginald in 7th. Then we have Smokey in 8th. There is, it's either Fellows or Delmont in 9th. Then Ian Miller just behind, who's going to have a look down the inside. He's going to, oh, just unlucky from Ian Miller. He's going to hassle him through to the final corner, ducking and diving, having a little look. It's getting close. It's getting very close, but seems to have got the gap back. As Ian Miller just backs off a bit through the final section. He's going to be close coming into the first corner, and he seems to have got that sorted. So there is the gap between me and Traction. I'll go through the cars again, and Colin Colt dominating this race. He's been out front all from the start. It's been comfortable for him. He's all it is now is just bring it home. There's no need to rush. There's no need to get leery. Just look after your tyres. Just bring it home. In 2nd place. I've got a little bit of pressure behind me, so it's just keeping in a rhythm and just making sure I don't push too hard, but it's just keeping the pace up, just to make sure they stay behind me. Therefore, they have put themselves in a great position at the moment. Crystal Quark and Traction. So Toxic, who has looked very pacey on this race. We was all worried that he would totally run away with this, but he finds himself in 5th place. So I think a lot of factors were due to him. There was a bit of contact involved in that. Back end just stepping out a bit on him. There's Cpl Hamster all by himself, and then we've got Smokey and Reginald. So these two battling again. These were battling for first and second and 3rd place earlier on in the race, and now battling down the order for about 7th and 8th place. Oh, and Smokey getting a lot of side into the corner, but he's got a good run into the next right-hander. He's ducking to the inside, then the outside. He just can't get past him at the moment. This is the frustration he was feeling when he was trying to get 2nd place off him. Now it's for about 8th place or 7th place, I'm not sure. This is where you need proper overlays, Project Cars. Please, be helpful, please. And Smokey having a look round the outside. No, he's just sat behind him at the moment. No desperate damn moves. They're not needed at the moment. As we enter the 2nd half of the season after the Christmas break. But as we head round onto the final few laps, Colin Cole running away with this race. Swinging into the corner. As he enters the final corner, Colin Cole has drove stupendously as he crosses the line to take the sprint race win at Hockenhiem Ring. There's myself in 2nd place. Then in 3rd we've got Crystal Quark. Then Traction in 4th, I think it is. Yeah, Traction in 4th. Then we have, I'm trying to go through the order, but because they're crossing the line it does muddle them up. Right, so we'll go through the order. So, in 1st place, we've got Colin Cole. 2nd place, we've got myself, Demps151. 3rd place, we've got Crystal Quark. Please, just cross the line, cars. So, there you go. Crystal Quark. There you've got Traction. And then Toxic. And then the cars are starting to all overtake and undertake each other on the in-lap due to the air. So I've been Demps151 from Hockenhiem Ring with the VTCC round 11, where Colin Cole took a dominant win with myself in 2nd place and Crystal Quark is 3rd. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to like, subscribe and comment in the comment section below. Definitely subscribe if you want to keep up with the VTCC action with the proper prizes at the end especially. And if you're interested, jump across to the VTCC website, which will be in the comment section below. No, it'll be in the description below. So if you're jumping down into the description below, click on the VTCC website, register, join up, and take part in these races. Voting is going to start for what series we're going to do for the next championship. Remember, proper prizes. So I will see you in the next video. I've been Demps151. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Tatty-wise.